Well, here I am in our sanctuary. It's Tuesday morning at New Covenant. It's an empty sanctuary right now, but you know, it's not going to stay that way for very long. We have all kinds of ministries that happen here at New Covenant all during the week. We have women's Bible studies, men's Bible study, you know about Bible study fellowship, perhaps. Wednesday mornings, they meet here with 500 women. Wednesday night, we are jamming with our Awana, with our midweek service, with youth ministries. This is a going place. And I'm excited about that. I think we're using our sanctuary and our facilities really well for God's purposes. But I'm more excited about what's going to be happening this Sunday at New Covenant. I hope you can join us because this Sunday is when we come together, kind of culminating what we've been doing through our Faithwave sermon series and our Joy series, to come together as a congregation and make a commitment to the future, to what God's going to be doing with us as a congregation and really in the Central Valley and around the world. And you've probably heard me talk about how we're doing this with other churches. There are actually 10 churches now working together to see what God can do through us to reach that next generation of churches and people in the Central Valley and around the world. Now, you may not have had an opportunity to come to one of our desserts and hear about the great vision that God has given these churches together and what God is doing at New Covenant. If you haven't, you know what? We want to make some information available through this video right now for you. And so we're going to show you a couple of things and we're going to wrap it up. But I want you to know that God is really doing a remarkable thing right now through New Covenant and these other churches. And I think this is going to be inspiring for you. So why don't you watch these videos and we'll talk with you about it in just a few minutes.
The Central Valley of California, breadbasket of America, the California heartland. An area that stretches from Bakersfield to Sacramento. We'll experience both Purple Mountain's majesty and amber waves of grain. The Central Valley is home to almost 5 million Californians. It's the fastest growing area of the state. It's estimated that in the next 40 years, the population will double, with more than half of them being Latino. In the summer of 2009, God began to stir in the hearts of 9 Central Valley pastors to band together to prepare for this wave of people who will be crashing into our valley. These pastors realized that they had a unique opportunity to impact a generation by reaching these Spanish-speaking people for Christ through the strategic planting of churches. As they prayed for God's guidance, they realized that to be ready for the future, they were going to have to act now. Faithwave 2010 is a vision to reach our Jerusalem, the people in and around our home church. It's a vision to reach our Judea, those in our greater area. It's a vision to reach our Samaria, those people in our area who are from another culture. And it's a vision to reach the uttermost parts of the earth. Faithwave isn't just about our churches. It's not just about our region. It's about partnering together to reach the world for Jesus Christ. As a part of Faithwave 2010, we will also be planning English-speaking churches in strategic cities, in places like Panama, Northern Europe, and Asia. We've been given a unique opportunity in our generation to lay the foundation for reaching people with the gospel for the next generation. But we have to act. The time is now.
Now, the video you just watched it kind of shows you the heart, the passion, the desire of these pastors and of the congregation to do something great for God in the Central Valley and around the world. We've called it Faithwave here at New Covenant. Faithwave for us specifically is twofold. Whatever the congregation combined together here at New Covenant pledges over a 3-year period of time, 90% of that is going to be used to reduce our debt. And that's going to free up all kinds of money for ministry immediately. Additionally, 10% is going to be tithed to that great Faithwave combined vision of the 9 churches, Central Valley church planting and church planting around the world. Keep that in mind. Now, you're going to see on this email is a link that will take you to another video. I showed this video on a Sunday morning. Maybe you saw it at one of our desserts. And it's about the spread of Islam around the world. Now, this may trouble you if you watch it. I would like you to watch it. Why? Not to just trouble you, but because we believe that what we are doing combined together with the other churches is the answer to the situation. Reaching people for Christ, even Muslims in Europe and around the world. So when you see this video, let it stir your heart, not to be afraid, but to say, you know what? We can do something for God that's going to make a difference for people around the world. Again, I want to just emphasize one thing about the video that you may have just watched or seen on Sunday morning or at one of our desserts that talks about the spread of Islam around the world. I don't show that to you to frighten us, rather to inspire us, because we believe at New Covenant that what we are doing through Faithwave, combined together with the other churches, every family at our church being involved, is really the answer. Jesus said, occupy until I return. Go and make disciples, and that's what we are doing. That's what we are all about at New Covenant, the life-changing power of God, meeting the needs of people and transforming their lives. Now, would you join us this Sunday? When you come, would you come prepared? I want you to do a couple of things. One is, of course, I want you to pray. Pray about your personal involvement, no matter how great or small that involvement might be financially. Would you pray about it first? Maybe gather your family together and talk about it and pray together. And then come this Sunday prepared to make that commitment. I believe that when we gather together, it's going to be an awesome time. We're going to have great celebration, worship, and a message is going to be right on the money. But more importantly than all of that is God's presence with us. And that comes through prayer. Also, it's an important Sunday. Let's pack the place out. Be here. Bring some friends. Let's celebrate God's goodness and what He's going to do. God bless you, and thank you for taking the time to watch this little link and email.